Takeoffs are really a lot of fun. You start up on the power and the airplane starts accelerating. It's a very dynamic event. When you get up to liftoff speed and put a little aft elevator in there and the nose wheel lifts off and then the main wheels rumble for a second and then the airplane flies away, that's just one of the purest moments of flight.
There are some specific challenges to taking off. One is to make certain that the air in which you're about to fly is clear of conflicting traffic. Take a good look all the way around. Someone might be flying an incorrect pattern. Their mistake, but it might be up to you to catch it. Even at a controlled airport, when the tower clears you to taxi into position and hold, it's a good idea to check out the final approach course to make sure nobody's there. That isn't being distrustful of the tower operator, it's just adding a double check to the system, and it's those double checks that help minimize the risks inherent in any form of travel. Another takeoff challenge is directional control, keeping the airplane running straight and true down the runway. Usually when a new pilot has trouble with directional control, it's related to tension, to pushing on both pedals at the same time, resulting in jerky steering motions. Right at the beginning of the takeoff, relax your feet and legs and make sure you're not unknowingly applying pressure to the brakes or to both rudder pedals at once. With no crosswind, it's quite easy. Even with a crosswind, it's a matter of slight pressures in most airplanes, as opposed to having to shove on the pedal with your leg. Do make sure that you have the seat far enough forward so that you can use full rudder travel if necessary, but not too far forward. If the seat is too far forward, you might not be able to keep the balls of your feet from applying some braking during the takeoff run, simply because of the way your feet are attached to your legs and the way the brakes are attached to the rudder pedals. The final challenge on a takeoff is achieving the proper pitch attitude. You've already seen the proper sight picture. Look at that. And then on your actual takeoffs, store what a correct one looks like and feels like in memory. The way it feels is important. On some airplanes, it takes more back pressure on the control wheel to rotate the airplane to the initial climb attitude than it takes to keep the airplane in that attitude. Couple this with the fact that the airplane is accelerating, you'll find that you might have to relax a slight amount of back pressure just before the airplane reaches the desired attitude. In airplanes with a humongous amount of power, and that certainly doesn't include trainers, you actually have to push forward on the elevator control right before reaching the desired pitch attitude.
Whether you're flying your trainer today or your jet tomorrow, the takeoffs just really are one of the finest moments of flight.